Happy New Year. Everybody that came out last night, that's the face of the new Jim Crow. This man sat here and permitted his officers to put his hands on protesters to invoke a confrontation. And all we did is just pulled out the Constitution and used the Constitution on it. We got a right to protest. We got a right to be in public places when the public is invited. We got rights. It's the law. It's the Constitution. And you can read it right here. All right? Because in 2016, we're going to use this book and we're going to use it for our rights. You're going to start giving us the same rights that you give everybody else in America. You're going to give us equal protections under the law. You're going to give us the right to be secure in our property. You're going to give us the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, and the 8th Amendments. Cruel and unusual punishment. Excessive bail. You're going to start addressing these issues in your police department because y'all slave catching. And we not just accepting it no more. For real, for real. The inner harbor was just a taste. We're going to start coming after your money. We're going to start coming to your houses. We're going to start coming to your places of business. And we're going to make you do your job. Now, you can argue with us. You can fight with us. You can do whatever you want. But we got cameras just like you got cameras. And we're going to put their cameras to the test. The media is not going to be putting on stories about demonizing our black community or disrupting our true meaning of our politics and our protests. If the media is not going to tell the whole story, we're not going to let the media use their cameras in our community. It's the art of protest. And I don't need 1 million people to march. I just need 1 million people to pay attention. And they're going to pay attention to your bullshit. We're going to talk about the things that's going on here in Baltimore. Because we got a right to protest. We got a right to voice our opinions about the issues that's going on in our community. And that's what we did. Police brutality has to be controlled in Baltimore. Police have to work for all the people, just not the government, and that's not for the corporations. You got to serve and protect, not threaten and intimidate. Because that officer in the back with the camera was the one that created the whole situation last night. He was walking over people. He was walking through people. And he was using his blue privilege to do that. We're going to be protesting at City Hall. We're going to come to your houses, your jobs. We're going to be more than just a protest. We're going to come to Annapolis. We're not going to give you a show, but we're going to show you how to do what you got to do. We're going to show you about standing up for your rights. And we're going to show you about Com.Davis. Treatment of black men in Baltimore. We're going to talk about Anthony Anderson, Tyrone West. We're going to talk to victims of police brutality because black lives don't matter in Baltimore. But in 2016, they is. You're going to see us at everywhere, anywhere. And we're going to do whatever it is we got to do. By any means necessary. These are the youth. And the youth just ain't accepting it. I'm going to play Jimmy the Cricket. I'm going to be the old man on their shoulder. But I'm going to let them do what they do. But they ain't scared of y'all. And that's something that you know. You don't see no fear in their eyes. And we got cameras just like you. And we're going to stand up to you. So that's the face that you need to see. You need to look at that man and understand what we doing here. You're supposed to serve and protect us, not try to intimidate us and corral us up and discourage us from having our rights too. And that's what you're going to do in 2016. That look going to be on a lot of y'all's faces.